I make crispy today. Crispy. And gonna hang up my coloring page that I did at Strangers Courses. This is my file from my secondary school days. I bought this file at the stationery shop. And I have my drawings from like secondary school days. This was from a manga that I used to read, Mars. And my favorite anime last time, Bleach. I used to screenshot this guy's face and this guy's face and like keep them in a folder called Ichigo, and I forgot his name, but then like I was obsessed. I shall put it on the other coloring notice board there. Okay, wait. Take some bags. 3 should be enough. Ta-da! And I saw in another art place overseas also that they had a notice board where people can put like their art, maybe like a small drawing of some anime character or like some bookmark or some strange trinkets, and then people can just come over here and like take one and then put back one, you know, like an exchange corner. I think I want to do that. It's quite cool. I hosted a junk journaling session today. It's like a Valentine's Day weekend kind of session, and I opened up the session for Saturday and Sunday, but people only came on Sunday, and there were only 2 people who signed up, 2 strangers. I had a few friends who wanted to come, but they couldn't make it because something came up. But 2 people signed up. I'm quite happy that my marketing, okay, I don't have to put in inverted commas, my marketing worked. 2 strangers signed up and they had a good time. So they just left a while ago. I'm going to like clean up the space because I brought out all the scrapbooking supplies for them to use. So I'm gonna just like maybe show some of the supplies that they got to use here. Yeah. So these are just papers. You know how expensive these papers are at Popular? I think if I'm not wrong, one piece like that, right, is about $8 or $9. And I have one whole stack. So I'm definitely going to host some more junk journaling scrapbooking sessions because I have so many things to use up. So this is just like the papers, the big square pieces of papers. Then I also have like the small square pieces, you know, like one stack at Popular costs like I think $12. So I have how many stacks here? Okay, I think this stash, if I sell at Popular, it's like maybe 100. And it's not an exaggeration. I remember these are very expensive. And the stickers also. One sticker sheet like that can be like easily $14. So like this file full of sticker sheets can easily be like $200. And this is one file only. I have one more. People buy and this is mine. They all buy and then they keep and they never use. So sad. But if you come to the crispy space, you can use everything over here for just $10 per hour. Yeah. And it's not just papers. We have ribbons. And these self-adhesive pearls, some film you can use to create your spreads, and even these little trinkets from charms from Daiso, and many other things. So many things. Here also we have like cutouts, chipboard set. You can add more dimension to your spreads. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep these, and you just accompany me to keep these. And while keeping these, I will be like answering questions that people would ask me if I were to be interviewed about Crispy Space. One question that my friend asked me: what fear and doubt did you have when doing your own business? How did you overcome it, especially the emotional part to get it all started? So, the fear of starting your own business, of course, is whether it will profit. That's the basic, right? Everybody will. That's the first thing people ask also when you say you have your own business. Like, will it 赚钱? Will you earn money from this? So, and it's a very valid fear, but just that maybe I wasn't thinking straight lah. I was like in this mindset of just try lor, right? I got some money, some, not a lot, but I got some money. I can afford to try for a while, so just try. And what was the other part? Doubts. What are the doubts I had when doing my own business? I think the doubts was like whether people would turn up for crafting workshops or like scrapbooking workshops, especially if I'm using second-hand materials, because I know like a lot of people go for like art workshops and then they expect materials to be 100% new, or like they expect to bring back the materials after going for the workshop. But for my workshop, I was like planning for it to be, you know, just come in and use the things, and then if you want to bring back the things, then you have to purchase lah, because $10 for a workshop where you can use everything, like all the things here, I felt it's quite cheap already. Yeah, so the doubt was whether people will come and use second-hand materials, and whether people will want to use second-hand materials for their craft. Yeah, so how did I overcome that is because I had so many things collected. Initially, my doubt was also like whether I would collect enough things to set up a shop. But I think that doubt cleared up pretty fast because people were giving away things like they didn't cost anything. Yeah. And I already knew places where people were giving away all these art supplies, so the doubt was like a little bit just more of how am I gonna get people to come and use up all these things that are second-hand. Yeah, how did I overcome that? Actually, I haven't overcome the fear yet because I still have so many things, but slowly I'm doing more like outreach so that people know about the space, I guess, and more of like take one step at a time lah, because I'm trying right. I didn't start this with the mindset of like I must hit 10k in a month, or like I must hit whatever monetary goal by but I went. So I guess I'm more laid back and foolish in a way. Like I'm prepared to lose money. Okay, no need inverted. Like I'm prepared to lose money. Yeah, because I worked hard to earn that money, and then this is how I am deciding to spend it lah, I guess. Yeah. Second question that my friend asked is, what is your favorite part when doing crispy? I think recently the more the more enticing part about crispy is like getting into a flow state where I can just come in, look at all the things that I have, and then just think of something, you know. Like that time, actually not that time, yesterday only. Yesterday I was looking at the Lego blocks, cause my aunt brought some Lego blocks to Crispy. Then I was like, what can I do with Lego blocks? And recently I was like into puppet making, so I was like, can I combine these two things to make mini puppets out of Lego? And I did. It's not the real Lego, it's just like building blocks. So like, but isn't this so cute? Hi, there is Bluey Frog. I don't know, Bluey Frog because it's blue, and then Frog because it has green details. But yeah, coming into Crispy and just like, okay, what do I have? Then I like went through one of the drawers. And then I remember that I have this leftover A4 file, like the ring file. And I found the felt that was sticky felt, like it already had tape on one side of the felt, so I didn't even need to like glue things. I just like put them together. And I thought this could be possible because like the Lego, the blocks were like, look like eyes. Yeah. Cute. Yeah, so the favorite thing I have about Crispy now is like just coming into the space and thinking about what I can do with whatever I have here. Yeah. In the beginning when I was setting up, the thing I like to do was like finding things that people wanted to give away. Like looking through Facebook marketplace, carousel, and like Olio to see like what do people want to throw away that can be useful in my store. Yeah, so that was kind of exciting also. Like 你捡到宝, you know, like you find some lucky charm at the side of the road kind of feeling. Yeah, so that is one of my favorite things to do last time, and now it's just getting into like the flow state. Yeah, and not being worried about being perfect in all my creations. Number 3, how do you think you have grown personally from doing Crispy? I think I'm less afraid of rejection now. Yeah. So initially when I started Crispy, I was like, I'm gonna send emails to who, and I'm gonna ask them if they want to do collaboration. But then when they never reply, it wasn't as disappointing as I thought. Maybe I already got used to like being rejected, but I think I get over it very quickly now. Like, so being rejected doesn't make me feel sad or like disappointed in myself. I don't feel so much shame, I think, as when I did other things, like when I got rejected for other things last time. Yeah, so maybe it's my skin thickness developed. But yeah, I take rejection less personally now, and I feel less shame when I get rejected. And what else? I feel like I am more open to share about my things and my thoughts and my feelings. Like, how did I start Crispy? You know, people always ask me how do I get the idea. Then I just share like, oh, actually I just scroll on TikTok and then I, you know, saw these creative reuse centers in America, so I wanted to do it myself. Last time I wouldn't really like be so proud to say that, oh, I just copy people's idea lor. But I think now it's something that I am not conscious about. Like, nothing wrong with copying people's idea, right? Especially if their idea is like good and good for the environment and good for people who want to pursue artistic hobbies in general, because it's making hobbies more accessible. Yeah. Okay, then number 4. How do you define success and failure for Crispy? I don't think there is a definition for failure and success. Like, I don't have like, I must hit this milestone, I must hit that milestone. Because I treat it like a small project that I'm doing during my mini retirement, right? So I take every small step or like every small interaction with people who come into Crispy as a success. Like, if I open shop then got no people, then it's fine. It's not like my business fail. It's not like Crispy fail. But if people come in there, I feel like I celebrate it as a success lah. So I wouldn't say like, if I never earn my rental, then I fail. Because I really prepared to lose money, you know. Sounds like a very privileged thing to say. But it is. And I'm just chilling lah, like. And I feel like you don't need to be successful in everything you pursue. So even if Crispy needs to die a natural death, like when the lease ends, right, then so be it lor. Like, at least I tried. So I guess the definition of success for me and Crispy is I already made it happen. Crispy is now like a tangible thing where it takes up physical space and it's existing. To me, that's already a success lah. Yeah, I think people don't really see it that way because they see it as a business, and then business, typically to be successful you need to earn money lah. So I guess that is my definition of success. Like, I did it, I opened shop already, and then people know about it, and today people come to do scrapbooking with me. So like, there's more information out there about Crispy. So I feel like every small step that brings more awareness to Crispy and like doing sustainable things for art and creative stuff is a success to me. And even if I close shop, yeah, it doesn't mean I fail. Yeah. And I have one more question from my friend. Oh, 2 more. What are some of the crude comments you have gotten from exploring such a life? I think it's mainly the more you earn money meh, that kind of like questions that people have when you tell people you're starting a business. Yeah, or !aiya! Won't earn money one lah. These kind of comments consider crude. I feel like it's a bit demoralizing, but maybe not crude. Maybe it's just like them talking about their insecurities, or if they ever want to open a business, which I think is very valid and fair lah. Like, of course you open a business, then you expect to earn money from the business lah, but it's not so easy to immediately like first month make business, and I mean first month make money, right? Yeah. So people who ask that kind of question, I feel like next. And then the last question is, what are some of the small little catalysts that keep you going? I think the small things that keep me going for Crispy is like when I hear people, when people message me and say like, oh, I got something to donate, is Crispy available to take? Then when I ask them, oh, where do you hear about Crispy? Then they say like, oh, my friend recommend like I can, you know, donate art supplies to your place. Or like when people say, oh, I got recommended from a friend who say I can get some art supplies from here. Then I feel like, oh, yeah, you know, people know about Crispy. And also when people come to do workshop lah, of course. So yeah, I think these are the few questions that if people will interview me, they will ask. And the most basic question is, how did you start Crispy? So like I said just now, I was scrolling TikTok, cause unemployed, right? Scroll TikTok, then you see like creative reuse centers in America where the shop is just like Crispy, but times 5 bigger, times 10 bigger, and they have a lot of workshops hosted in the space. So I was like, I also want. Why Singapore don't have? If I have this kind of space when I was like in uni, I would be like coming every day. Cause I was also so interested in like jewelry making, crafting, drawing, and all those things. So I thought it's sort of like a journey of healing my inner child also. Cause when you are younger and you want to try new things, then the cost of it is so expensive. The cost of pursuing a new hobby is so expensive. So I wanted this space for me, my inner child, to feel like, you know, so many things, you can use whatever you want to do whatever you like, and there are no rules, nobody telling you like, oh, this is so expensive, you must use this properly. That is so good quality, you must do a perfect piece of artwork, you know. So stressful to be perfect all the time. My camera died, so yeah. I was saying it's so stressful to try and be perfect all the time. So like it would be nice to have a space where you can just pursue your creative hobbies and don't, you know, just go with the flow. Just do whatever your brain tells you to do and stop overthinking. You know, sometimes if a Lego block just looks to you like a Lego block, then just let it be a Lego block lah. But if, you know, sometimes when your mind says this is not just a Lego block, it can be a mini puppet, then so be it. Just go with all these floating thoughts and make something instead of trying to be so perfect about making or creating a piece that you can show off on social media or like, yeah. So I guess Crispy to me is also a space where you can just be free, take your time, slowly come in and like look through all the stuff and then get inspired by all these small little things. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that it becomes a space like that for everybody where, you know, you can just come in, take your time, chill, be creative, or not also can. If you just want to come in and do like coloring, just to get your mind off like work or the stress of your life or whatever, just come and chill, and we will be that space for you. No judgment. Yeah, that's my hope for Crispy. Safe space, no judgment, do whatever you want, nobody will judge you. Be free. Be free. So I guess that's the interview about Crispy. Actually, I haven't thought of other questions that someone might be interested to know, but then I think that's enough for now. This video is gonna be quite long if I continue. But if you have any questions about Crispy and like mini retirement, I guess, you can ask me. I'll try to answer them.